Are you living with a cat or a dog that bites you? I have the top 5 things you should never do if your dog or cat is aggressive. Number one big mistake, ignoring the warning signs. Many pet parents come into my office and they say, "Oh my gosh, my dog just bit me out of the blue." And I say, "Okay, well, has your dog ever growled at you before?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, he's been growling at me for 3 years, but he's never bitten me." No, here's the thing. Growling, hissing, swatting, baring teeth, these are all microaggressions, right? They are lead ups to bites. And we have to remember that any behavior can be rewarded or punished. So let's say your cat swats you when he doesn't want to be petted, and you just keep petting him. That behavior is punished, but he still doesn't want you to pet him. So he's like, "What am I going to do?" Well, this lady, she's a little dense. She doesn't understand that a swat means she shouldn't pet me anymore. So he bites you. What about the dog that's lying on his bed and he growls at someone when they walk toward him? The person gets angry. They use a shake can, right, which makes a loud sound, or they use a shock collar to shock him. Oh, he gets the message, I shouldn't growl at you. But he still doesn't want to be approached. So then one day, a person approaches him and he bites. It seems sudden, but it really wasn't. The animal was warning you all along. Big mistake number 2, getting a bigger bat. A lot of pet parents get really angry when their dog or cat is aggressive toward them. And I understand that. Number one, it hurts to be bitten, right? But it also hurts your feelings a little bit because you love this pet and they're not being loving back to you. And so when people get angry, sometimes they get a bigger bat. What I mean by that is they get physical. They think, "I'll shock it out of you. I'll shake the crate. I'll yell at you. I'll smack you on the butt." Okay, if your dog or cat is showing aggression toward you, the person that they love the most, they're not thinking rationally. They're filled with such intrusive emotions that they would actually bite someone that they love. If you act irrational too, and if you hurt them or scare them, you might stop the aggression at that moment, but it will get worse and worse and worse over time. Think about it. You're enraged or upset or frustrated. Just think about a time where you just felt so tense and your friend comes over and she slaps you across your face. How you feeling? You're shocked, right? So you stop whatever you were doing, but inside you do not trust her anymore. And that's what happens when you have an aggressive pet and you get a bigger bat. Don't get physical. Number 3, big mistake, forcing interactions. Forcing an aggressive dog or cat to face their fears by flooding them, whether it's for grooming, veterinary visits, or strangers, is just going to make the behavior worse. Think about it. What you're basically doing is putting the pet in a situation that they've already demonstrated they can't handle without showing aggression, and you're somehow just expecting them to get better? That doesn't even make sense. Think about it. You have a teenage child and it's time for them to drive on their own. What do? Stick them in the car? Hope for the best? Maybe they'll just learn to drive. Wave goodbye as they're going down the driveway. No. You take them in the car with the engine off and you teach them where the controls are. And then we practice turning the car on. We practice backing out of the driveway, every little step. And then they have to drive with you for a year before you even let them drive by themselves. That's what we want to do with dogs and cats. We want to teach them all the skills that they need and then help them to be in those scary situations without fear and without aggression. Big mistake number 4, not getting medical problems addressed. Look, you don't know if your dog or cat is painful or uncomfortable or ill. They cannot speak your language. And we all know just from living in this world that you can't look at a person and know what they're going through. Go to the vet, ask for a full workup. You want a CBC, chemistry, thyroid, urinalysis, and a fecal test. You want a good pain check, which for cats means bringing in videos to your veterinarian, because your veterinarian is not going to be great at finding pain on your cat while they are awake in the clinic. Okay, so make sure you get to the vet. Number 5, big mistake, trying to go it alone. I don't know why, but so many people believe that training their dog or cat is just easy. They'll see it on Instagram or watch a video on TikTok and voila, their pet just won't be aggressive anymore. That is not how it works. It requires a very high level of skill to work with an aggressive dog. So look for a force-free certified trainer, or you may need someone like me, a board-certified veterinary behaviorist. But do not try to go it alone, because what probably will happen is your pet will get worse. And then it's going to be harder, even for highly skilled professionals, to help you and your family get through this. So don't make those 5 big mistakes. Don't ignore the warning signs. Do not get a bigger bat and get physical with your pet. Don't force your pet to face their fears. Make sure you bring your pet to your veterinarian, and don't go it alone. If you have a team, you got this.